Have you ever felt like there was something inside you that no one sees, but that consumes you from within? An invisible weight that you carry even when everything seems normal on the outside. Perhaps it's the absence of someone who left too soon. Maybe it's words you heard as a child, words that hurt you and still echo today. Perhaps it was a silence, an abandonment, a touch that shouldn't have happened, a situation you pretended to forget, but that your body and mind never let go of. Maybe the pain came from your own family. Parents who didn't know how to love. Mothers who projected their frustrations onto you. Siblings who competed for attention while you just wanted to be seen. Or maybe it was life outside. An abusive relationship, a betrayal, the loss of someone who was your foundation, or even something you could never name. But that keeps sabotaging you in small ways, in the difficulty to trust, in the fear of being rejected, in the anger that explodes for no reason. It doesn't matter what it was, whether it had a name or not, whether it was recognized by others or minimized, whether it happened once or was repeated for years. The truth is that trauma settles where there was no space to feel, where there was no welcome, no understanding. It forms when something inside you cried out for help and no one answered. And the worst part? It's that maybe you learned to silence that cry, to smile while bleeding inside, to move on as if you were strong, but feeling increasingly disconnected from yourself. You became an expert in surviving, but forgot how to truly live. This video is not for those looking for quick fixes or pretty self-help phrases. It's for those who are tired of pretending to be okay. It's for those who have realized that trauma doesn't go away on its own, that it doesn't disappear with time. It hides. And the more you try to ignore it, the more it takes over your life, in your relationships, in your choices, in your addictions, in your anxiety. Carl Jung said that what we do not face in ourselves, we end up encountering as fate. And Freud showed that everything that is repressed returns in a distorted, painful, repetitive way. If you feel trapped in patterns you don't understand, if you live on autopilot, if you feel that something inside you is broken, then this video is for you. Today you will understand what trauma really is, how it forms, how it shapes your psyche, and, more importantly, what to do with it. Because the hard but liberating truth is this: you will never heal until you look at what hurts the most. Stay until the end, because I will bring practical tips on how to deal with your trauma. There is a way, and it starts now. Trauma is not defined by the severity of what happened, but by the impact it had within you. Often, what hurt you was not something spectacularly violent, but the loneliness you felt when everything collapsed. The lack of acceptance, the unspoken fear, the ignored pain. Carl Jung understood this deeply. Trauma is not just a bad memory, but a rupture in the natural flow of the psyche, a force that fragments and reorganizes the soul in a distorted way. When we go through something that exceeds our capacity to process emotionally, like a sudden loss, abuse, rejection, neglect, abandonment, or humiliation, our ego, fragile and limited, cannot handle it. Then the psyche makes a drastic decision. It pushes that content into the unconscious, not because it wants to forget, but because it cannot cope. As Jung said, the psyche protects itself from disintegration through repression, and what is repressed does not die. It only reorganizes in the darkness. This is where what Jung called a complex is born, a grouping of autonomous psychic energy laden with emotion that lives hidden but active. Complexes are like little selves within you, created from traumatic experiences that continue trying to resolve that